How's it going, you guys? AZ Plyo 21 back again with our local to global save here in WMMA 5. We are rocking with W3 once again, and as you can see, we have W3 94 Poirier versus Ray. Now, the last time that I saw you guys, we had Chimaev versus Chandler, where Michael Chandler beat Khamzat Chimaev. TKO victory in 37 seconds in Las Vegas. That was quite insane. Well, today we are in Florida for Poirier versus Stephen Ray, our main event here today, and it should be a good one. We also got Cyborg in action, Amanda Hebos in action, Davison Figueiredo in action, alongside some company favorites like Brady Huang and Carson Hardman. Should be very, very interesting. As you can see here, you guys, we are at 61.9% popularity. We need to get just to 66% to hit high-level international. There is an outside chance that we may be able to hit high-level international after this fight card. Very, very slim chance, but it is a chance nonetheless. Let's go ahead and get right into it, though. The next time that I do see you guys will be for W395, Dylan Dennis versus Chad Laprice. Have a couple of fight night cards right before that. I'll kind of just give you the scoop on who wins in the main events of those. Those are not really important. They don't gain us any popularity. Those are really just about getting the fighters fights, you know, to have. But yeah, Dennis versus Laprice, this is the next fight card to speak of. After that, we also got Dominic Cruz and Marlon Moraes, and then also Nate Diaz and Dan Ige. That should be a pretty good one. Appreciate you guys as always. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you have not already done so. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Let's get into it. W394 Poirier versus Ray. As always, you guys, the fights themselves do not really matter all that much. We are just trying to get the best fight cards on the books as possible and climb up the ranks. We are number 2 already in the world of MMA as we look to overtake the UFC. Prelim is Jaron Mueller taking on Miles Jury, and it is Mueller who gets the win. The fighter from Congo, now undefeated at 6-0. Cub Swanson taking on Edson Barbosa, and it is Swanson with the rear naked choke in round number 3 on the prelim here today. Donovan Freelo taking on Terrion Ware at 135, and we have Freelo getting the win via submission here today. Alexander Keshtov taking on Weston Avitia at 125, or 135 I should say, and it's Avitia, despite having a 9-pound disadvantage, getting the 3rd win of his career. Christian Quinones taking on Dustin Lampros at 135, and it's Quinones coming out on top. Chris Moutinho taking on Jordan Espinosa. This is the guy that got absolutely demolished by Sean O'Malley, or Espinosa will get the victory here today. Bia Malecki taking on Kita Plateau here today. Malecki 4-4, and she gets knocked out by Kita Plateau, the Japanese fighter, the 3rd victory of her young career. Sarunia Tao taking on Luana Carolina. This is the girl that got back elbowed by Molly McCann, and Carolina does get the victory, 9th win of her career. So Yul Kim taking on Na Liang at 115, and it is Liang with the rear naked choke in 2.5 minutes. Angela Magana taking on Hannah Cyphers at 115, and it's Cyphers with the 12th victory of her career after unanimous decision, and Magana retires after going under 500. Main card opens up with a company favorite, Brady Huang, as he takes on absolutely the toughest task of his career in Ray Borg. 2-1 in W3 is Ray Borg, a loss to Louis Smolka his last time out. Brady Huang, 9-0, undefeated in W3. You can see there, fought on W3 1, 2, and 4, and has been a staple ever since then. His last fight, a win over Patrick Mix at W3 90. This kid, not even a kid, he's 31, so 5 inches taller than Borg. My imagination is that he's probably gonna win, and he does. Brady Huang beats Ray Borg via split decision. It was not easy, but mid-level national, I can't imagine. Yeah, probably going to be higher than that. Probably high-level national now for Brady Huang. This is one of our homegrown stars, and I'm very, very proud of it. Davison Figueiredo taking on Elias Garcia at 135, and it's Figueiredo knocking out Garcia just 18 seconds into round number 3. Hopefully his name value goes up a little bit more. You love to see it for the God of War. Amanda Hebos taking on Alexa Grasso. Fight for the cutest fighter, perhaps, as Amanda Hebos, you can see there, 3 straight wins, including Macy Barber. On the other side, you have Alexa Grasso, 1-1 in W3, a loss to Stamp Fairtex, her last time out. But it's Alexa Grasso with the TKO victory, 4.5 minutes into round number 1. Only high-level regional here in America, but I'd imagine it's probably going to jump up to low-level national at the very least after a big win like that. Chris Cyborg taking on Clarissa Shields. At 155. Clarissa Shields 2 inches taller. She is coming off a loss to Jessica Seiler in her last fight, although she did beat Holly Holm. On the other side, you have Cyborg, who beat Reina Miura and then lost to Bechko Hea, who immediately retired after that. Cyborg, a huge favorite, and it is Clarissa Shields knocking out Cyborg in 39 seconds. Wow, and Cyborg's probably retiring after that too, huh? She doesn't. That could be a rematch that we do. That is interesting. Good for Clarissa Shields. Co-main event up next, Davin Garant taking on Carson Hardman, another one of our kind of homegrown stars. 8-1, the only loss coming at W3-1. This guy's coming off a big win over Jared Cannonier his last time out in the top 10 in the middleweight division, but he loses to Davin Garant. Davin Garant making his W3 debut out of LFA, and this kid stomps him. Low-level nationals probably gonna, increase just a little bit. Dustin Poirier, big favorite over Stephen Ray. Stephen Ray, mid-level national here in America, 1-0 in W3, a big win over Joe Lozon. On the other side, you have Dustin the Diamond coming off a win over Grant Dawson. And this is his debut fight in W3 as well. Very happy to have you here, Dustin. Low-level international only. Let's see if we can get him a win. Dustin the Diamond Poirier in round number 2 gets a win over Stephen Braveheart Ray in our main event. Love to see that. Star power all around, apparently. Attendance of about 16.9 thousand. Not the highest gate. Commercial rating of 94, which is perfectly fine for high-level international. So we should gain some popularity points, but I doubt it's going to be all that we need in order to progress. As you can see there, popularity increase of just 2.6%. So we are not going to hit high-level international just yet, but it is in our sights. It is in our sights. And once we do hit high-level international, home stretch, we're just about there as far as taking over the UFC as the #1 MMA organization on the planet. That's a big dub for us. Dustin Poirier, highest paid fighter on the night, $590,000 he takes home. Profit of about 11 million. We love to see that as always. I appreciate you guys as always. Like I said, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing as far as the W3 series or anything else on the channel. Have a good one, you guys. I'll see you at the fights.